Like how do you became disciplined? That's what I'm trying to ask.
My mom has diabetes, and my dad had 2 heart surgeries. So not only me adding on the weight with each child that I had, but having my parents' genetic, their genes,
Yeah.
was a big wake up call as well. Is just being scared about, hey, that's going to be me if I don't change my ways, and then I'm not going to be around for my family. And then also the quality of life. I want to be able to be 70, 80 years old and still into fitness, or at least doing what I need to do without any assistance if possible, and showing people that, hey, it's not just age. I'm 40 and proud of it. I don't shy
You look
around.
30.
Thank you. So I tell people, it's not, oh, I'm getting older, it's just age. No, it's inactivity. You got to move. Okay, find something you enjoy and do it. And if you're not sure, ask somebody how to get started, or how, whatever it is that you want to do.
Always, George Page, you got a good man who can do your hair. Girl, you better keep him.
Yes, I plan
he,
to for a long,
wow,
long time.
he does your hair? Wow, that what like how you know what to do? Like you have
So
sisters or something like that?
I love my husband. He's so into improving himself, learning new
Yeah.
skills. I'm like the chill, laid back one. I'm like, nah, like if it's not one of the things I want to do, I'm not interested. But he'll read books, he'll do research. He followed some like YouTube channels on how to do hair, and
Okay.
and that's what he did. He's like, hey, I can do this. And then he sent me videos. He's like, hey, watch this so that you learn. And I'm like, okay. So he gives me confidence to like try new things. And then he pushes me out of my comfort zone, because I'm more like, I'll just pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah. What's his name?
Ben?
Ben? Shout out to Ben.
Yes.
Yeah. You got a good man. Keep him.
Yes. And like I told you, he loved me when I was large. So he had no
Yeah.
idea. He really got, something that I was going to make these changes. A
Right.
lot of people are like, oh, they marry the most good looking girl in high school, and then she ends up not so good looking. But my husband knew I was a diamond in the rough, and so
Yeah.
he married me and just encouraged me every day to be better.
How did he approach you? Like when he first seen you?
Well, he didn't approach me. He's very introverted, so I was the one
Oh,
who sought him, and I'm like, hey, I want to be your friend, get to know you. I wrote him a letter, like, hey, this. We were in high school, so um, that's how we met, and we went to the same church, and I was just like, I'm like, he looks good, I like him, and then he was very like kind of the mysterious, quiet type, but it's because he was
yeah.
interested. Um, and
Yeah.
now he still makes my heart flutter, and I'm so thankful and blessed to have him.
Yeah. Well, you picked the right one. You picked the right one. Yeah. Yeah. Tell him to get his stylist certification.
He's too
George,
busy
you
working
funny.
so
Where
that
you
way
want
I
to
can
be?
bodybuild and take care of our kids, since I homeschool.
Yeah. Oh, you homeschool your kids?
Yes. Well, they were in public school for a
Oh,
while,
okay.
but then when COVID hit, I was actually a teacher before all this fitness stuff. I
Okay.
decided that I didn't like what I saw. I wanted to take matters in my own hands and just um, keep them.
Yeah. George said you look 25. Yeah, I can't argue with that. You do look young. I mean, yeah, like what's your thoughts about like like I would say like obesity is more um praised. Like, people like Lizzo and even her, she's trying to lose weight. It's celebrated more, I would say.
I think that since I was large, I know what it's like, but I don't think it should be praised. I think you are the size you are. And if you want to better yourself, you have to eat well, you have to exercise. Just don't be satisfied with 300 pounds and just get larger, because the quality of life you're living is not going to be worth much. You're just hanging on. Don't you want to run with your kids, grandkids, play with your dog and not get tired, walk the stairs and not be winded? I mean, those are just good things. And I'm not saying everybody has to get into bodybuilding or be a certain size, but what kind of quality of life do you want to have? And what are you going to do to prioritize that?
He says, even Adele and Jennifer Hudson lost weight. Ricky Lake is also a good example. Yeah.
Funny story, I told you I was really overweight. I look back and some of the people I really thought, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be hot like her. The show Charmed with the 3 girls. I always thought, and that girl, she's like the image that I had in my head. But now I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad I have the muscles that I have, the shape that I have. Like, I'm very happy with my progress. And I'm like, that's not my ideal anymore.
Do you, when you say that you have body dysmorphia?
I wouldn't say that, because I feel like it really is an issue. But I will say that there are times where I'm more happy with my physique than others. Like that one, I'm like, ooh, I thought it was so fine that day. I'm like, yeah, working on my posing skills. But there are times where I'm very hard on myself, and I'm like, you know what? I don't feel pretty enough, or I don't feel muscular enough. But that's just the devil, trying to get me going into that downward spiral. And I need to remember that I am loved no matter the size I am. And I am a child of God, and my position is in His kingdom overall, but above like whatever place I am at a show.
So, you go to church a lot, or?
I am a Christian, and we do go to church.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Now, who's this young lady that you?
She's the one. So that was Atlas last year, and it's the international show. So I don't remember what, maybe Mexico, or I'm sorry if I forgot, but she's the one who beat me. So she placed first, and she got her pro card at that show because she won. And I was just so excited to meet her, because once I saw her, I knew I lost. But if I lost against that, I'm up there. I have pretty good physique. So now I know, okay, if I go to Atlas, this year we have a natural category. So I'm going to be competing with other naturals instead of like just anybody and untested. So that was an untested event last year.
How far do you see yourself competing?
I at least want to do 1 or 2 shows every year. So this year I'm going to hit that quota, 2 shows. If I get my pro card, I'm going to compete as a pro afterward. But if I don't get my pro card, then I'm going to keep competing until I reach pro. So with GBO, once you reach pro, you're just at a different playing level, and then you can compete for money. So it's not like a whole lot, but it's enough to help you get to that next show.
Oh, well, did you win it? Did you got like some money winning a show?
No, not as an amateur, but pro
not
level.
Not as an amateur. Okay, pro level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for that. And at Atlas this year, GBO, they get pro rings. So I'm ready to add that to my jewelry.
Do you like with your self-esteem high a little at more? Do you do photography more, like model?
I I don't, but I like being in pictures and be able to take pictures with my kids. Like I'm always like in a pose, or I'm not afraid to show it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I show this one?
I don't think so, but that was a Texas Titan. Let me see, 2022. Wait, hang on, let me see. I have a list of my stuff. Yeah, that was in 2022. I did a beach body and shape because I wasn't sure which category I wanted to do. Like, and so the judges kind of help you there. If you have thicker legs and glutes, they're like, you should do shape, which is like wellness. But if you're more slender, then do beach body, which is like bikini. So now I only do shape because I want that thicker, lower body look and definitely those glutes.
Yeah, always George Page says sponsorship does help.
Well, you have to be a pro, and I'm not pro level. But if anybody has sponsorships out there, yeah, bring them my way. I take supplements like creatine, glutamine, protein powder. Like, let's give it a whirl.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to be like a bodybuilder because, I was thinking about it like before we had did the interview. Like it's an expensive hobby, and I'm always broke at times.
Well, that's where the sacrifice comes in. You know, there are certain things our family doesn't do so that I can compete. But then there are things that we do make a priority, like time for each other.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do outside of bodybuilding? Would you spend time with your family or?
Yes, so I homeschool my children. We like to go out to the parks and walk. My mom is close to us, so we go and help her. Like I told you, she has health issues and mobility limitations, so we make it a point to go see her and help her. And then since we do homeschool, I try to make sure my